streaming on Twitch. Prove it. Okay, streaming on Twitch and streaming on the tube. Okay, so you've been thinking, right? Because, alright, great. Of course, no, obviously. Live stream has ended. That's upcoming. No, it isn't. That's just incorrect. Okay, great. Boom. Brutal. Where can we see that? All messages. Chat settings. Okay. And what if I do? How do I flip in? Oh, okay. Exit out of live chat. Oh, here we go. Boom. Now go back to live chat. Alright. Or chat publicly. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Can you see the chat?
On the screen? I mean, nothing's happening now.
Great. Excellent. Okay, so
Resuming our conversation earlier when I tried.
you gotta speak up,
Oh,
right?
right, yeah. So I tried on the sweater that you bought me, the red sweatshirt that says Amore, and I made the comment that I prefer sweatshirts to be baggy. And it is true that I have some baggy sweatshirts. And anyway, you responded that it's not a preference, I guess. No. Hey mom. It's mom. Doesn't know how to use this. Anyway, so you said it's not a preference, it's your mouse, your inner mouse. And then you gave a lot of examples of like, do you prefer to hunch over, or do you prefer to like step away from people, or do you? Those are the two that are standing out. And so I was like, yeah, I don't know what to say. That's inaccurate. I obviously don't have a preference for those things. Those are my self-minimizing behaviors. So we could then make the connection that baggy sweatshirts are a place for me to hide in, or just not show my body. And there was a photo that came up of me in a sweatshirt that isn't baggy, so I obviously do wear some.
Let me set the scene just so both of us have set the scene. So while you were gone, I bought some clothes. So I bought you a sweater for Christmas, and that sweater was white stripes with bright pink because you wear a lot of muted earth tones. And part of that is because your mother was always trying to get you to wear colors like pink and stuff, and you felt forced to, which is one of the reasons that you've kind of been put off of wearing anything kind of flashy, and then of course another reason is because you don't want attention, because attention has tended to mean that you're in trouble and that you're going to get judged negatively and so on. So I bought you that sweater. You wore that sweater when you saw your mom, and she was like, "Oh, so you can wear the pink stuff that I buy you then." The fact that you wore it with her, do you like this sweater? That sweater? And then to while you were with your mom this past weekend, I had an opportunity to buy some clothes. And I don't need any clothes. Well, an opportunity. I had an opportunity to spend money because I had a $10 coupon thing, and I was like, oh well, Sarah Sarah for the first 34 years of her life was coping and not really noticing the strategies that she was using to cope, namely, uh, you know, self-deprecation, self-minimization, and things like that. As soon as I got back from my 10 years in Europe, I was like, dang girl, you kind of mousy. And you were like, oh yeah, that's, I guess, or I like that, or I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I like being a mouse.
It suits me.
Yeah. And then in 2025, we started to point out, well, I pointed out and you started to notice the dozens, or at least 2 dozen self-minimizing behaviors, whether it's giggling, leaning back, hunching over, apologizing, saying yes to things, not drawing any attention to yourself by just wearing black leggings and a forest green hoodie or whatever. Love that. And so obviously I'm at Kohl's, and the idea is that we're gonna try out. We're trying to see, what does Sarah look like? What does she feel like? How is she when she isn't scared to be herself, and we're just scared to be. And so can you go grab them actually? Because I want to see if they're like bright yellow feathers, and whether they're like glittery and they like shoot fireworks. How intense are these?
No, I just don't feel like that. Because it's like, that's obviously hyperbole. I mean, obviously don't.
Yeah.
The clothes don't shoot fireworks.
Yeah, right.
I mean, maybe glitter, maybe feathers, but fireworks?
So these pants, she likes to be comfortable. These look comfortable. Okay. These pants, less comfortable, but kind of loose capris. And then this sweater, which I had to work really hard for, by the way, because it was the only small and it was on the mannequin. And the other ones were like large and extra large, which is what sounds perfect to you, which is what you think that you want, because, well, this brings us to our point. So pretty unenthusiastic, which of course, showed you didn't do anything wrong. That's great that you were being honest, but I have to, it's important that I acknowledge that part of my frustration was probably that I was hoping you'd go, oh my god, this is so amazing, thank you so much, Daddy. So I acknowledged that. And but yeah, you just they were a bit big, and so
You found them in the clearance rack. There wasn't like all the sizes.
right, not all the sizes were available. I could take them back. But I didn't really like the look of them, and I wasn't getting the feeling that. And then we talked about how, because you had to like pull in order for them to come down, right? And
yeah, they're not gonna fall off.
Part of the self-minimizing, or part of the lack of self-love, is body dysmorphia and feeling guilty about snacking or eating too much and stuff like that, right? Or less now, you feel guilty about snacking. Great.
Yeah,
You don't feel guilty at all. Okay, great. Let's leave that question a little bit open. I hear your answer, and I'll accept your answer. But let's keep that open. Whether you're just so used to the guilt because we don't have any snacks. Well, that's not true. We have Pringles.
There was a lot of candy.
There was a lot of candy. And I remember you said it's okay because they're really small, so you can eat like 5 of them, and then it's like you're only eating one. I think it's just hard to know definitively that you are eating the amount of snacks that you want to eat if it weren't for the fears of being a fat ugly bitch. Can we leave it at that? It's hard to know definitively, but okay. Your inner experience says you don't feel guilty, and that is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, like my parents brought like a whole thing of a bag of potato chips. I mean,
And you smashed them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think like you saw them. I think I ate the thing. I
Yeah.
just haven't. I haven't
Okay.
grocery shop. I mean, I like frequently have like ice cream and like snacks.
Yeah, you're a size 2, so not that frequently. Anyway, the point is that there is a possibility that the less concerned you are with being negatively judged, there's a possibility that you may eat more.
Yeah, I guess I feel like I'm eating enough. Like I'm not.
You are eating enough, sure.
I don't obviously want to I don't ever feel like I'm depriving myself.
Great, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Good job. Excellent. Now, of course, neither of us really exercises or has been exercising.
But I mean, like a lot. We're like active.
Yeah. We don't get any of the benefit. We don't get 75% of the benefits of exercising because we walk for 25 minutes a day, right? And you want some aerobic exercise, get the blood pumping, get those endorphins going, and so on, right? Take care of our bodies because we're getting more and more excited about the future, right? And we're looking forward to supporting each other. And we've been like depressed and had suicidal ideation in the past, and we we can be partners to each other in a way that a lot of other people couldn't be partners to us. And so it's okay, maybe it's not possible that you will for no reason eat more, but is it possible that you might start we might start like working out, exercising, and that might increase your appetite, and that you might gain some like muscle and some curves? Is that possible? Okay, great. All right, so we're there. And so my thing was that I was saying, we could maybe hang on to those pants because I'm okay if I've wasted, $25 or whatever the 2 pants. Well, it's really only the one that was if you absolutely yank super hard, like you tie a cable to it to a tow truck.
That wasn't. You're not even like. I was grabbing like all the excess fabric.
Sorry. When I was doing the pulling of the pants test to see how tight the pants were, you had your hand in the back grabbing the excess fabric. Is that what you're telling me?
No,
It's okay. You won't be in trouble. It's okay. I will laugh. I will judge.
We're like talking about 2 different things.
Okay, my bad.
Right?
Yeah.
You were seeing how easily they could be pulled down.
Right? And I had to like yank in order to get them.
So that wasn't. Yeah, I don't.
Were you grabbing excess fabric for them?
No, but I'm saying that I also made a point that there was a lot of excess fabric.
Right, but not so much excess fabric that they are falling off, or that when you pull them they come down. You have to.
No, again, that's like separate issue.
What are separate issues?
Like the pants being too big and like literally falling down, like not being able.
Oh, you're talking about excess fabric on the leg. You're not talking about the.
Like right, like how like because there's nothing occupying the pants, it's just like I was just like grabbing.
Okay.
I mean, I just feel like you don't understand what I'm saying.
I do now.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
I just thought that like looked bad.
Okay. No excess fabric pants. Love excess fabric with some hoodies and sweatshirts. Is that kind of the thing?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
if you, then yeah,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
is the thing.
Yeah. Okay. And then yeah. Okay. You did. Oh, but you don't. Would you wear these out? Now I'm just looking at the pattern. Would you? Do you ever
I mean,
wear these out?
I have.
Yeah, I wear these out. Okay. Because here's what I'm thinking. You were pretty unenthusiastic about the pants. You said that not the pants that were tight, but the other pants you don't really do patterns or floral patterns in particular. What was it?
Right, I just yeah.
You don't do what? Patterns or floral patterns? Floral patterns. I'm curious to check the tape. Okay, very good. So okay, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like right now. You just said I don't have any floral patterns. Maybe you're giving evidence for the fact that you don't like floral patterns. But I've been reading a lot about post hoc rationalizations today, and I'm thinking that it's possible that your issue isn't really with the size or the possibility of eating more and filling out those pants where there's not a bunch of extra fabric and there's no risk of them falling down. I'm thinking that the issue might be, well, the obvious issue that those are not that you don't know your preferences because you haven't dared to do much like going out and like feeling sexy, feeling beautiful, feeling attractive, where you can attract attention and you're okay with that. It's positive attention. So, it kind of collapsed or devolved into a bit of an argument, as indicated by, saying that, Eris, you're saying it's not possible for me to like blah blah? And I clarified, I'm not saying anything is impossible. I'm saying that I wouldn't be surprised if how you dress yourself is related to how you see yourself and your place and how you worry other people would see you. And then we took a beat and we paused the conversation to. And I mentioned that the over the big hoodies thing, you know, baggy clothes can also, typically be the same reason that your chest is collapsed rather than having your chest out. Okay. So I guess for the issue itself, where are we at? Because then there's kind of I was thinking we could talk about some of the meta stuff. Like, what can we take away from the way that conversation, the way that you felt defensive? Was it the stream? Was it just, me being intense? Of course, the easy answer is it was you being intense. But, let's take a beat and let, try to listen to ourselves. But first, so where are we at with the clothes?
Right, I agree that wearing baggy sweatshirts can be a self-minimizing behavior and not like saying that it's a preference is just trying to make an excuse or
Okay. Yeah, because that was pretty funny. Remember, you were like baggy hoodies, but then that wasn't a hoodie. So then it was like sweatshirts, because sweatshirts have to be baggy, meaning they're made of that like cloth material or whatever. But sweaters made of the material that other shirt I got you is made of. Those don't have to be baggy, right? You liked how that one fit, the pink and white one?
Um, I mean, I don't
Okay.
because but I know that that's like just because,
What's this? Is this baggy?
yeah.
This is baggy? Can you do us a favor? Can you just stand up? I really want to see it. But I mean, I'm a little bit concerned that it will end up being a setup. Okay. Can you just turn to the side? All right, very good. Can we try on the other one? Let's see if this. Do you like this, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you like left it in Pennsylvania. You brought it back because you like it. You like how it fits? I love the color. Can we try the other one?
Yes.
Well, you don't have to change on camera, bro. I look right on here. And it's perfect because you're my love. We're going to Paris. You're learning French, and I love red on you.
Perfect.
So, can you turn? So this is. Are we sticking with that? That this is too tight and the other one's a good fit? Because I think I need to set you up.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just like imagining it shrinking.
Okay.
Although, like, you know, that could probably shrink too.
And also, you could just put it on cold, couldn't you?
Or just not try it.
Right. Just air dry it. So tons of options. Okay, so that might have been more of like
Yeah, it's not a real.
that wasn't real. All right. You
Yeah,
can leave it on, bro. Take a seat. I love it. Leave it on. Is it comfortable?
It is. I just.
Come on
it
up.
just doesn't feel like as long as the other one.
Yeah, it's not as long. True. True. Your vagina is exposed. Well, yeah, that's pretty good, and I think that's pretty baggy, to be honest with you. I think I might take it back and get an extra petite small. Anyway, so okay, very good. All right. So okay. All right.
Yeah, I think I just now always like I never buy small sweatshirts. I always buy like at least a medium. But that obviously
Oh, of course. Because right. Okay, right. Okay, I get it.
get it?
So why? Let me ask you a question. Let me see. Let me see if you. Let me see whether you get it. Why might you like fitted pants, leggings, right? That hug the skin? Because I'm over here saying that that you don't want to wear something that hugs the skin on top because you're scared of being judged, but you definitely wear stuff that hugs the legs. So why might you want skinny pants and baggy tops?
Right, exactly. That combination is
What?
like a way to hide my body.
But right. Sorry, I said skinny pants.
I know,
Skinny pants, do they hide your body?
But it's the baggy sweatshirt usually falls down.
Right, but to like maybe at the absolute
no.
most mid thigh, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
And typically your thighs are, you know, maybe not the absolute top of your thighs, but typically it's like the middle top is where they fall to.
okay.
So we still see thigh and shin and, you know, the bottom of your legs. Why, what explanation could we have for why you would be okay with that that's so consistent with you, you know, not feeling good about yourself?
That's having skinny legs.
That's right. Come on, bring it home. What about skinny legs?
Oh, the thigh gap.
Yeah, okay, you're mentioning that's great. Thank you. Thank you. So are skinny legs like a good thing or something? What do you wanna just bring it home?
So, um, but it's like what I mean. The rest, I'm fully skinny, so that doesn't. It's not like I have like a pot belly. So
Um so you definitely have a flat stomach.
right.
So um alright, so brainstorming. So do you love everything about your upper body? I mean, not do you love. Do you feel like everything about your upper body fits the beauty standard that you were taught?
Like having small boobs.
Ah, okay. Did that fit the beauty standard that you were taught?
No.
Oh, okay. So, have we answered like the question?
Oh, okay. So that like covers that up and like
Right?
and exposes the.
Skinny legs.
Uh huh.
Okay. Yeah. 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 So other than that, yeah, excellent. Excellent. So like you don't yeah. I don't know. I don't know whether to say. Um, I think it's possible that one concern is that with a form-fitting dress, um, do you ever have concerns like about your neck or chin?
No.
Okay, yeah, you shouldn't. So, okay, well, so that's enough for that. Excellent. So we're thinking that maybe the whole skinny pants and a big top is still consistent with the I'm scared of violating the beauty standard that I was taught. It doesn't sing.
But I'm like not following. Wearing that outfit is consistent with not violating the beauty standards.
Well, yeah, because when an FBI, a female body inspector, comes over, they're like, huh, I can't really tell if she's got big tits or not. But I can tell she's got skinny legs, so that, check. No violation there, but I can't give her a violation for the.
See, I don't really. That really doesn't say.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So the colors that you wear, though, like muted colors and stuff, that is consistent with the, you know, fear of attracting too much attention and judgment and negative judgment, right? Okay. But we're thinking the size of the clothing doesn't.
No, I just said earlier,
Uh,
right? That the oversized nature of the clothes is a way to um like hide my body. I'm not like drawing attention to it in any way. Like no one can see the shape of my body if I'm just in an oversized sweater.
uh, what didn't sing? Please help me. Help me. Clarify. So I thought I just said that, and you just said it didn't sing. So tell me what was different. Really not trying to set you up. I'm really, really hoping that I can, for once, not look like an asshole. Or not for once. I've gotten like 2 or 3 chances on this stream. I'm trying not to look like an asshole, so please clarify. Let me show them how humble I am and how quickly I can accept the clarification.
Because I'm not trying to hide the fact that I don't have boobs. I'm trying to hide my attractive physique. I'm trying to not show off my body by wearing tight clothes. I'm hiding.
Okay. Okay, great. So that's something that you didn't.
It's like being in a tent. Right. Yeah, right?
Okay, and
like wearing like a big garbage bag.
Why?
Because no one's gonna look at me. No, right? Like I'm just gonna blend. That doesn't. You don't. Like if I'm wearing like form-fitting clothing, that is like showing off my body. Yeah, that's gonna draw attention. Like people don't.
But it will draw positive attention, wouldn't it?
But any attention.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Even.
Right.
How did that just happen?
The dogs? What? What are you talking about? What just happened?
What was that noise?
The dog.
Outside?
Yeah.
It's trying to get in. Okay, I was wrong. I was thinking that it was about hiding. Small, but okay, absolutely, I'm convinced. It's about, yeah. So it's like, and of course we are many things, and so there's a competition. So the idea is, I'll show them I have skinny legs, and also I'm just, I'm comfortable in leggings. I don't know what proportion those things play. I mean, the proportion goes.
It's like I'm showing you. Yeah, you can.
Look, I'm skinny.
Right, like there's something.
But also don't look too much.
Don't look too much. Right, it's like give you a little peek.
Yeah. And then the concern is that if you invite attention, even if initially it's going to be positive, but then they're going to keep looking and they're going to see all the things that you're afraid of them seeing, or they're going to respond in other ways you're afraid of them responding.
Right, like there's too much attention. Even exactly. There's going to be an unearthing process, finding all of the negative qualities.
Nope, frame that differently. I framed that better than that.
Unearth my insecurities.
No. They're going to unearth the negative qualities that you imagine, something like that. Right. Not necessarily, yeah, not importantly, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So, good. And you know what? You've been traveling all day. We don't have to talk about, I don't want us to talk about the, because ideally, especially when we start streaming to your channel, people will be able to sort of check in on how our relationship is evolving. Because we're in a difficult situation where, yeah, she said that a while ago. No, it's fine. I'm not. You're not in trouble for responding now. I just want you to know that she said it immediately. So it was 25 minutes ago. And it was just the first time that she saw it. So even when you just held it up. So that's a perfect example. So perfect. Of the situation that we're in, where I am intense, I'm direct. I can try to be soft, but it has to be an effortful thing. I might have to be reminded, and so on. and you were the way that you were, and developing, making the transition into yourself, but so it's quite a dynamic, right? And there are going to be a lot of times where we're having a conversation and you feel small very quickly. Of course, I have no intention of you feeling small, just you realizing that what you said made no sense at all, but that's okay. And so how we navigate that, and things about defensiveness, and how I admit error and pull back, and how you sort of regulate, how you breathe, how you reaffirm yourself. It feels like you're being rabaissé, means to be like, baissé means to lower, rabaissé means to like be put down, to lower. So when you're feeling rabaissé, which you're gonna feel a lot more often than I intend, which is basically never, but I'm human, so maybe, I guess. But but you're gonna feel rabaissé, and how we navigate that, I think it's gonna be really useful and interesting to people. But we'll have those conversations another time. So to subscribe to Sarah's channel, well, you tell them about it.
It's my channel. It is about my journey to.
Yeah, you see that green bar there,
Yeah.
and you see how high it gets when I'm speaking right now.
Yep.
And you should be getting to near the top of the green, but you don't want it to go into the yellow.
Oh.
But so that's pretty good. I think this is a pretty good volume. Mom, is this a pretty good volume?
How about this? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! All right, there we go. So yes, the Mouse Huntress is my channel, and it is about my journey to love myself and explore these self-minimizing habits. Try to replace them with behaviors that are not that that do not minimize myself. So yeah, it's trying to learn about myself and what I actually want. Go, Sarah.
And how can they watch your journey?
Right, just search for the mouse huntress. No, just mouse huntress.
Small correction. There is a but.
That was the email.
That was the email. mousehuntress13@gmail.com if you want to.
Thoughts.
Yep. And
Yeah,
we take questions.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm also gonna explain right now, because we're gonna upload this to your channel. I'm also going to explain right now. Oh, I've made like a rule. Actually, how I was telling you, look at the lens, stop looking at yourself. I personally watch more content where people aren't like fucking looking at me, or I don't feel like they're like talking to me, which feels like an intrusion, an imposition. So while you were gone in Pennsylvania, while I was streaming, I was no longer looking at the camera. I think you should look at the camera, actually. Try it, and we'll just see what that's it. Um, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've always been, I've been, when I was, you know, I wanted her to do a channel. That was my idea. I'll pause for applause. Come on, guys. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, they're standing up. It's not that I don't deserve it. It's just that I want to talk about. I want to talk about things, and it's so loud. Yes, I am an ally to feminism.
Just so imaginative, you know.
Oh,
way
the applause thing?
to create a scene out of nothing. Yeah,
Nothing, bro. People were going crazy in my head there. Why not look at the camera? I'll call you. Yeah, look, see it. See how loud they are, bro?
so deafening. I mean,
Yeah.
just deafening.
Anyway, so bravo to me for telling her that she needs to love herself and she needs to stand up straight. We'd say Sigtow. Stand your ground, and you came up with Tits Are Out from a TV show.
Right, it was marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
So
Tits
Sig.
are out. Or no, she said tits up.
Okay.
Tits up.
Oh, okay.
So then you adapt.
No. I thought you said to me Tits Are Out. Because 2 is good too. Tits Up. I don't think I ever heard Tits Up. Sigtow, stand your ground, tits are out. And so as I was thinking about the channel, I was thinking that because people keep asking me, oh, but does she want to change? Fuck you. Let me look in the camera. Even if I'm making her change, so the fuck what? Because it's a specific kind of change. It's a change where she's not forcing herself to be something else. It's a change where she's becoming herself and she's feeling comfortable becoming herself. So, yeah, fuck you. I'm sorry. Was it convenient for you that she be mousy? No, of course they were trying to advocate for you, but just not realizing that they were advocating against you advocating for yourself, which is stupid. And even if you didn't want it, like my friend, when Diana asked, right, like I think it was maybe via text message. It wasn't when you were there, but she asked, like, "Are you?" Oh, okay, Mom likes the connection talking to the camera. When Deanna said, "I just want to make sure Sarah wants this," initially I was like, "Well, yeah, she does." But when I was suicidal and I was telling her, oh no, life just like isn't for me, bro. This planet, this time, these people, and just like what's required to be alive, and the things that you have to think about, and the things you have to not think about. When I want to, for me, it's the opposite. I don't have any interest in thinking about money. I want to think about, our nature, our function, and our big important problems. You think that she was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna respect that. Okay, I won't try to convince you to love life and to stay alive. Get GTFOH, bro. So, she probably would have said, oh no. What do you say to this, Sarah? To what? To looking at the camera?
I find it really difficult.
No, I don't know. I'm asking my mom what she's talking about. Well, anyway, the live can be super long, so we'll just keep going. So, yeah, she would have tried to convince me to stay alive because, I'm just afraid to live or something like that. Well, likewise, if you were a bit, I mean, not really where you outright, like, said, well, a bit. The very first time we ever really talked about it, you're like, I like being mousy.
Yeah.
And, but that's about fear, and, so what do you say? Oh yeah. What do you say to?
Right. Yeah. So, it
Question is, do you want or do you?
right, and it is this journey is about empowerment and my own self empowerment and understanding what I want versus what I have been.
She's dying of suspense. She knows what the journey's about.
Right. So I don't understand how that could be perceived as negative. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to? Diana said, "I just want to make sure that Sarah wants to do this." Yes or no? Do you
I
want to do this?
want to empower myself. Yes. I don't think there's anything negative. I mean, obviously it's gonna be difficult, but so that's
Why don't you just get a man who wants a nice, submissive wife? Like, why are you with the guy who like is more attracted to women who tell him to shut up and and who have real power in the relationship?
why am I attracted to you?
No. Uh, it's just another sort of prompt. It's the same prompt, so it's just to contribute to like what you're already saying.
Right. So being with someone who wants that appreciates having a small partner, I don't think that is what will serve me in the long run. Maybe if that being in that type of relationship um, would be easy or I don't think that's
all right, that's enough out of you.
gosh, I don't like that at all. Can you just like come over and I
So you didn't like when I was like, "That's enough out of you,"
I didn't like that.
or you didn't like sitting there in that position? What were you saying? I don't like.
You saying that's enough out of you.
Oh, okay. All right, great. So that's
Right. So like being with someone who wants to be me to be small doesn't is not something that I should want for myself.
yeah, but no, but regardless of whether you should want it, because there's some people that have the programming where that's the role that is best for them in a sense. I wouldn't mind being a bit submissive. So it's not about what you should want. We want. I'm trying to, I guess, just get you. What do you want? Talk about you and what you want.
Right. I mean, I think that's part of the problem is that I've
You don't
had
know.
these my parents or like societal expectations that have dominated my um the space in my mind and how I view the world. I've adopted those values and expectations, and so yeah, I think a part of this is like, do I like doing stand up? Is this like like just doing things
Because
that
you did stand up twice.
right. Well, oh, I guess it's not on my channel, but I should put that video on. So doing these things that I mean, I love comedy. I love stand up comedians. These are like things that I know that I enjoy.
Not directly on the screen, please. All right, put it directly on the screen. I don't think it's enough. All right, good.
So, right. So, that's a big part of this is discovering what my interests are because I've always just told myself being in the rat race and like doing the 9 to 5 is like what I should do. That's the life like I was thinking Springfield has like a roller rink and we should fucking that would be great exercise.
Can we slow down a second? Okay, because 90 seconds ago we were talking about whether or not you want to empower yourself, not whether you should, not whether it's a good thing and objectively or whatever, whether or not you want to.
Yes,
You started talking about
I want to empower myself because empowering myself means exploring things that I was too scared to do before.
I got you. I was missing the link.
So I fucking love roller. Like my siblings, I used to do it all the time in our basement. Anyway, there's just, and we used to like dance as children. I mean, there's just things like that as a child I think was okay. And then when we got to a certain age, it was like, no, now you're not really, that was, you shouldn't, we don't really value those forms of
What
creativity.
age about?
Like 8.
Dang, because I was gonna say like puberty. Yeah, even earlier. Yeah.
um,
Originally, I was gonna say like 8, and then I was like, nah, probably not. But yeah.
so like it would be actually really cool. You know, maybe I'm the guinea pig, and maybe there can be like a school for mousy people
Yeah,
because
say it again without giggling. Try.
I there I'm a guinea pig in this experiment to murder my mouse, and there should be a program like a curriculum that can be established out of this for people who want to murder their mice, or people who, yeah, maybe are on the fence, but need kind of like a boot camp. Uh, and so I think that it's it's a it's like a nonsensical sentence. Like, but does Sarah want to empower herself? Well,
Does
who
Sarah want to be able to express what she wants?
right,
Does Sarah want to feel comfortable going after what she wants?
does Sarah want to, like, yeah, learn what she really cares about?
Does Sarah want to tap into her own desires rather than just letting them be eclipsed by the desires of other people, though?
So I mean, right, even if it's like no, she doesn't want to, but like she needs to. Yeah,
She'll be happier for it.
she'll be
Okay.
happier. So it's gonna be an
Do you have
overall
any idea
thing.
about who could? I just can't think of anybody who could maybe like. You said there should be a curriculum, and that sounds like a helpless way to frame it. Is there anybody that comes to mind? And maybe there's
No,
nobody
so
that.
that's what this is, right? It's idea. That's what it's supposed. That's what it. If I'm successful with this channel, I can create a blueprint for people to um use.
Yeah, not this one. Again, for anybody new, it's the Mouse Huntress. I don't know if we've set the URL thing yet, but hopefully, one video up right now, right? Hopefully, if you type in the Mouse Huntress, maybe put it in quotes, and scroll 4 or 5 pages, hopefully you'll come across this beautiful lady
Hopefully
with
the
a
photos updated.
yeah, or yeah.
Yes, that is the channel. To hopefully it's a this is like I was just listening. Um, there's the actress in Nickelodeon, Jeanette McCurdy. She was on a Nickelodeon show with Ariana Grande, and she wrote a book called "I'm Glad My Mom Died." And she was on a podcast recently because she just wrote a nonfiction, no, a fiction book, and she talked about not having any idea of what her preferences were because her mom put her in show business to fulfill her mom's like desires, and so everything in her life was about uh trying to make her mother happy, like when she tried to tell her mom I don't want to do this anymore. Her mom like started like burst out crying and was like, how could you do this to me? This is our dream. And so, yeah, like she needed she was only, and I mean it's a complex story, but and I don't have I, like she was kind of like abused as well. So it's not exactly the same, but the idea is that this is something that is very common. I think that women experience that we have become, we're like a void to be filled by, sometimes um abusers or narcissistic partners, and so yeah, going on a journey of self-discovery is really important, and I think will be really positive. And I wouldn't have done it without Eris, but I am really glad that he has pushed me to create the
I don't know why you're
version of
saying
it.
but. I'm wondering what the Susan of that is, but
What did I say? What did I say
you
again?
said I wouldn't have done it without because that's a negative thing. And then but on the positive side, I'm really looking for I got it. Now, look at the messages. Mother is
She likes the
talking to
roller
you.
skating. Yes, the curriculum.
You hold on, but quietly because I still want to tell why it's. I want to explicitly say in this video. Oh, is it way too loud? Oh, I'm right here by the mic. It's going. It's all in the red, bro. Okay, so I want to explain why it's important to me. People who, because I'm big, you know, to people, and you take up less space with people, or you've taken up less space. There's an immediate narrative of me wanting to control you, which is hilarious when the whole thing is I'm like trying to get you to be less easy to control. Um, so anyway, the human mind is hilarious, and but anyway, just to get them to shut the fuck up for a little bit until the mind resets and they're like, oh yeah, he's let me give you the explicit reasons and that your system 2 will hold on to for, like I said, a couple weeks. Um, One is it's sexy. I have a, a mother who is very clear about what she wants, and you know, Oedipal complex. You know, what do we want besides our mother, right?
What did Freud get wrong, right?
Literally nothing, bro. Uh, I just want to be clear. Because if you watch stuff on my channel, he did get stuff wrong. I use a lot of stuff from him, but he did get stuff wrong. But still, he contributed to the whole unconscious thing. But this isn't my. Well, actually, this is actually literally my channel. But I haven't been thinking of it as my channel. I've been thinking about uploading this to yours. So let's stay focused on that. So why is it important to me? Sexy. I think she's beautiful, and huh?
You're really like disgusted by Mike, so yeah.
I will be honest. I am disgusted by Mabel. Yeah. So yes. I yes. That is
To be
true.
in a relationship. He
We
doesn't
have to
like
at least be on the journey, and then we'll see if I get tired of the journey and need us to speed it up. Actually, that already happened, right? Last month, I was like, we need to move faster than this.
right, so hopefully we're moving fast enough.
Yeah, and we are. Look at that. You're towering right now. You're front and center.
That's
Love
far
it.
out.
Oh my gosh. That's anyway. Let's not be inappropriate.
Right.
So, that's it for the sexy reason. Also, then like my moral obligation is, I'm not trying to walk all over people. I am pretty OCD about being good to people, and so yeah, it's pretty horrifying, the idea. In fact, the worst day of my life, well, we'll say it's tied for the time I lost a hard drive, or the other time, so tied for two others. Anyway, was when someone said that I had been walking all over them, a partner, and so never again is the motto, and she took it back a week later, but only because I fucking made her. So, but anyway, never again, and so that's why it's important to me. Also, because I'm a freaking philosopher. Like, I need the person that I'm interacting with to tell me when they think that I am wrong. It's like literally my psychiatrist, because talking about my psychiatrist, remember he's the one who taught me the word fawn. It was just this month, the
Mm-hmm.
second,
Mm-hmm.
and and he put in his notes. I don't know, maybe he was joking, but I heard the keys going. He said, he like, oh, I have a recording of it, so we'll listen to it. But he said, he is a bit of a character. He typed SO, so it was like SO for significant other. So it was like, Eris is well, anyway, the mouse hunt thing with his significant other, and then the next line, because I'm elaborating on it, and he goes, Eris is dating a parrot, and I said, whoa, 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 hold on. First of all, we say she has like a mouse, or has a parrot, or a mouse that is causing the parroting, because I was talking about how she sometimes repeats right after me and how it's I don't love it. Of course, there are parts of me that are definitely feel validated. Okay, but those
Like
are
with any
pretty.
parrot, you know.
What?
Having a parrot just repeat what you say.
Yeah, yeah. Having what you say be repeated, because not having. Yeah. Anyway, having, because it's just like a mixed subject here. Having someone
I'm not
who
gonna
repeats
comment.
what you say, or someone who has a parrot who just sort of echoes what you say, it can be very flattering. In a sense, but I don't really experience that flattering. I'm only really saying that because I'm a human being, so that
Yeah,
must exist somewhere in my
sure.
mind.
It
Mostly, what I experience is, um, so, sexy,
no parrot challenging your ideas or
yeah, yeah, challenging your ideas, the moral obligation, um, yeah, yeah. I just want to be in a partnership, bro. And I do know. I sorry, I don't mean like I'm waiting for that. I feel more and more like that. And from the beginning, I always felt a bit like that. And but yeah, I just want to make sure that it's a partnership where I can feel good about the relationship. I think those are the three reasons. I thought I could think of something that was like more selfish sounding, so that you don't think I'm just bullshitting. But I mean, they're all selfish, but less noble sounding, I guess.
mm,
Um, yeah, it's everything, right? Anyway, you see what she said, like practice wearing a different style occasionally. Do you know why that's funny? Because she does sometimes giggle before. Do you know why that's funny?
what she said.
So yeah, clarifying. Okay, so that's okay. Let's take a beat. It's okay. It's everything's fine right now. Everything is absolutely fine. So, would you like me to explain why I found that funny?
Because we were talking about how I wear the same thing.
Correct. Yes. Exactly. Great. Yeah. So it's like she's like really got my back. She's like bringing it back. Saying, "Oh yeah, I don't know, like maybe practice wearing, I don't know, a different style occasionally. Well, I don't know."
No, it's super. That's super. I mean, it was subtle. You know, I didn't. You know, I wasn't even like, oh yeah, she's piggybacking on what he's
Calling back, like,
caught up.
yeah.
um, yeah. So, um, no, I mean, yeah, I have sort of this uniform to stay hidden, and
Oh, oh, please.
um,
What uniform? Oh, uniform. Okay.
yeah. And then the other thing I was gonna say that I noticed after we talked about the tits and your theory about the tits and you know what I'm talking about.
The small tits
The
thing.
small tits thing.
That and when I got it wrong, when I
Right,
thought
and so
that you were trying to hide your
right,
small
and
tits.
so it's like you people can't look at my body. They can't see what my body looks like, and what I think Shope's about wearing a sweater like this is because I don't want people to see my butt. I like covering my
What about
butt
your
is a
butt?
strategy too. It's like you can see some of my skinny legs, but I'm gonna cover just
What about your butt?
it's like I'm covering it when
Yeah,
I'm
what's wrong with it?
um
Or it's nice.
right. It's like I don't want people to see it. You know, like if I'm
See it
wearing
and what? See it and like it, or see it and dislike it?
see it and like it. Yeah. Um, you know, you can't see like I'm gonna wear a camouflage or a big garbage bag over the first or the 2/3 of my body. um, thank you.
So just for the record, and I hate myself for this, you have a nice butt for a white man. I mean, like,
Or,
I don't
right?
mean like
No,
for a white
no,
man's
no, no,
butt, but I
no.
mean for a white man's
And so
standards.
like it's so because there's no butt, like
Yeah, so
it's
because
completely
she was like, I don't
flat.
want them to see it and like it. I was like, but they're gonna have to look
Steve,
pretty
what?
fucking hard.
What are you talking about? No, so it's like if I actually worked to like having an ass, like I mean, that would be really cool, and I should want it, but it's like I'm at the point right now where I'm like no one can just like see this flat, like completely flat, you know.
No, but that fits the beauty standard that you were taught, though, doesn't it? Because or are we saying that you don't want them to see it because they'll dislike it?
No, because that's absolutely the beauty standard is to be like a twiggy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know whether it's actually beauty standard, but it's the beauty standard that you were taught. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
So
pretty
like
sure butts are kind of in with the white guys now.
oh right, no, now it yeah. But like,
Well, I don't know. Maybe not the actual white guys. Okay.
but it like right. It's there's definitely a demographic that appreciates booty.
There we go. Look.
Being picked apart. Yeah, and
But I think she's paraphrasing what she heard from you.
right, yeah.
Or maybe she's adding that. But I think you said something very similar. So that's excellent. And that's so awesome.
So yeah, that it's like a disguise, and so I absolutely need to change it up once a week, and I so I've like never purchased like any kind of like
Can I just say, hold on, before it changes? This is literally feels viral to me, right? I have like gotten for a second and a half, like 6, but it has been consistently at 5, bro. That's
viral.
another reason. Not that I want her to be able to affirm herself, but that I want her to make a channel, because I'm thinking that, well, I would get more viewership, and then also that. So there's a not noble reason. Did I string that sentence together?
I think so.
Good.
I mean,
So I'm
I
gonna go get a little more whiskey.
yeah. So like I need to change it up because oh right, now we're talking about makeup. Yeah, I've never like bought. I've never owned or really like. Yeah, I've never owned foundation or like anything like that. And your sister is his sister is like amazing at makeup, and she looks so the way that she like anyway. So I bought makeup like real adult makeup, and I'm excited to paint my face and look ready. So it's yeah, like leaning into like having attention and like owning that, instead of like pulling my body away from any kind of attention. But I think
So let me ask you some questions.
okay.
Or you can say that sentence first.
I'm hoping that like doing stand up is something that will like
Hey,
help
by
me
the way,
feel
does
comfortable.
Eris, because I feel like, does Eris deserve any credit for you doing stand up?
Yes, Eris does, and actually,
I don't
Eris
believe you.
like wrote some jokes. So, um,
Eris also did stand up?
no, you wrote some of my jokes.
Did I write the first joke? The one that. And then you said, wait, no, not you. I'm going to do it. And I was like, all right, well, we're going to go to a fucking open mic and do it. And you were like, okay.
Right. So, because it was like
You don't have to explain the
Joke. Okay.
joke.
All
You can if you want to, but I discourage it.
right.
It's a good joke. It's just I just don't know if that's what the
Well, the point, the what I was trying to say is that, um, that because it was a self-deprecating, it was a joke that like, um, made me look bad. So I like it
okay.
was a joke at my expense, because I did something
That's not
stupid
false.
or
But I'm going
So
to let me know when I can throw in a comment.
so so when I heard him saying it, I wanted to take ownership of it, to be the one putting myself down. And so then, because we were talking about doing something together, and then that was, yeah, we talked about like doing an improv class. Okay, you can jump in.
Um. Okay. It was at her expense. That is better phrasing. I mean, it chokes less. It sings more. Um. So, all right, all right. Give me 5 minutes, bro. So, we're in San Diego. First time in California. Well, for one of us. And my brother is out there. He arrives, and anyway, so we know he's gonna come, and what we're gonna do is pick him up from the train station because he's taking a train down from someplace else that he was, and well, L.A. You may have heard of it, and so we're gonna pick him up from the train station and then take him to his hotel to drop off his luggage, and then we're gonna hang out. So we get to the train station, but we're thinking, well, we don't know which side of which rails, which tracks he's on. So we text him, we look at his location, and it looks like he's on the other tracks. Okay, so we go to the other side of the tracks, and we see him. We pull up to him. You see the train station behind him. He's got two suitcases, and he's standing in front of a hotel. And Sarah says, "Oh, is this his hotel?" Which is hilarious because, and okay, it's not hilarious if I need to explain it. Um, he had his why would he be leaving his hotel with suitcases? We have been talking about this plan forever. Let's suppose that she understood that he was arriving at the train station and then going to that hotel. Why are we sitting here on this yellow curb? Like, why are we here then? To watch him. Anyway, so that's what we call a funny. Okay. And basically, her funnies are these comments that she makes or these actions that she makes, and everybody does things like this, but no, never mind. But so um, so a funny is when one mechanism livers, like responding to a bit of information. So in this case, she saw that we were in front of a hotel, and so then what came out, so then what that triggered was like, if you see a hotel and you're thinking about, Sean going to a hotel, then maybe this is the hotel, right? And so she asked if this is a hotel. And that mechanism, but if that mechanism had sort of consulted any of the other mechanisms, like, hey, what was the plan today? Hey, he has luggage, whatever, then that mechanism might not have made it out. And so these are the funnies. And so I think she had done a funny, and I said that I could do a whole routine, a comedy routine, not of the funnies, no, called Loving Sarah. Part of it would be the funnies. Another part would be the mouse hunt. And so I would tell a story, and so I would tell some stories from the mouse hunt. And so in that moment, we're sitting there on the couch, and I tell a story about how well, I am going to tell it now. Well, I'm not going to, but she goes to the gift shop. She goes to the gift shop and museum. She has a gift wrapped. There's a price sticker on it. That occurs to her. And so as she's holding it wrapped, she says, oh, is the price sticker on it this? The cashier says that, yeah, he didn't take it off. So then she starts to like unpack the gift, but is also like, well, the noise she's making is, yeah, okay, and she's kind of extending it towards him, And he goes, "Oh, do you want me to take the price sticker off?" She goes, "Oh yeah, okay, that'd be great." And so he takes it off. Anyway, so then we leave, and she's looking at me all proud of herself, looking for acknowledgement, and I'm like, "Acknowledge what?" And so I ask her what she thinks happened. No, I ask her how she could have said that in a direct way. But her memory of the thing was wrong. So she says, "What do you mean? What do you want me to say?" I could have said, "Hey, fuck you, asshole. Take the fucking sticker off." And I was like, is that the next level up for you? That's what I was thinking is that the next level from how you did it? From going, um, to, fuck you, asshole. And so I ask her, just remind me what happened. And she tells me, well, yeah, I wondered if there was a price sticker, and then, I asked him to, I, wait, he asked me. And then I was, I was like, yeah, and, you actually started to take it, you, like, pretended to start to take it off yourself, just, like, waiting for him to stop you. Anyway, so I tell this story, and then I thought it was even funnier the way I told it then. And I mean, not now, but when I told it earlier. But of course, that's cheap. Anyway, and she says, "No, no, no, I'm gonna do it." So I go, "Okay, go ahead." A little bit like, "Why'd you just interrupt me? I was on fire." But I go, "Yeah, go ahead." And she goes, "Oh no, no." Really had it. I don't think I've really. Oh, I gotta turn the volume down. I don't think I've really had a good laugh about this yet. The way, because I go, "Okay, go ahead," and she goes, "Oh no, 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 no." Like she didn't realize I was saying like, "Go ahead now." For her, she was saying, "Oh no, you can't do that in a routine. I'm gonna do that one fucking day." And and so and so you were like, "Oh no, no, you were doing a good job." And I was like, "Yeah, I know I was doing a good job. I don't know why you interrupted me, but go ahead." And then you did it, bro, like a champ, bro. And so she tells the story. I don't think she did as good of a job, but that's okay. And no, but I think that's what makes it even better. The fact that you really, I mean, it's not like,
Like I made it worse, but I was like, I'm gonna do it.
yeah, there's that. But what I'm saying is that, like, I doubt that in your head, especially like before you started doing it, but when you decided to do it, but before you had done anything, I doubt that what you were about to say sounded funnier to you than what you were hearing me say. And yet you did it. You know what I mean? And that's really awesome.
I knew it wasn't as funny, and I still did it.
Oh, I don't know about that, but that's fun. So, yes, and I was like, we're gonna do it. All right, very good. I just caused us to lose it, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I think it was because it was more than 5 minutes.
All right. So what was I saying? I mean,
I don't know. I mean, we've covered a lot.
yeah, we have. No, I mean, I think
We
maybe.
can call it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It felt good, didn't it? Felt cool, right?
Yeah, super fun.
Did it?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like our conversation, and we
It was a little bit different from our normal conversations.
a little bit, because I was talking about the channel, but no, I mean,
What do you mean it's like our conversation?
like we were like talking about the sweater and like resolving that.
Oh, it was like our conversation. I
Mhm.
thought you were saying it's similar to. I thought you were saying that the live stream was similar to just you and me talking.
I mean,
Is that what you were
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Oh, just you and me talking to each other?
yeah.
Okay. Completely different experience, but okay. I don't know. That's interesting to me. So what are you looking at? Because I can't see your eyes. So have you been looking at me on the screen? That would maybe help me understand what you just said. Are you looking at the camera or at me?
I'm looking at you right now. What are you talking about? What is happening? What's going on? It was great. Thank you.
Excellent. Is there something important that I wanted to figure out there? Yeah, tell me, what do you mean it feels like? Oh no, I do need to ask this question. So
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
looking. Yeah, I'm
you're looking at me?
Yeah.
Okay, but the whole idea, Sarah, of the post-it
Is to not look at that screen.
is to look at the camera.
I know.
Okay, very good. But that's all right, actually. And you know, like I said, fucking peak viewership. So you don't have to look at the camera, bro. You can do whatever you want, bro. And except look at yourself.
Right. Okay. So,
Mom said it was great.
she said it was great.
So
All right.
let's end it.
Okay.
So you'll be doing this sometime, so do it.
Stop streaming.
Yeah, maybe we should say something, huh? Have a good night.
Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for hanging out. Mouse Huntress. The Mouse Huntress.
Hashtag Mouse Huntress.
Great job, beautiful.